of the precious resource of water.
Water is a very big aspect in China, especially in Beijing. The water shortage is going to be an enormous problem in the future. But when you have an apartment building, you have all this water from washing your hands, taking showers, what we call gray water, that if you're careful, you could run a separate plumbing system and reuse all that water.
We created this large pond of about 7,000 square meters large. All the gray water from 700 apartments are collected to a central processing plant over between these two towers in the basement. Under a process, and the water being pumped back to the apartment to flush toilet. Same time also do the irrigation and also feeding the pond. In China, as we said, there's a will, there's a way, but it won't be easy, this effort and this path. But I think, to save the future, this is something we have to do, and we are trying our best to set an example in this project.
Right now, the way our economic and finance system works is that most costs and benefits of everything essentially become zero within one generation. Again, that is completely against physical and chemical reality. A lot of the garbage we put into the environment lasts hundreds of generations. We need to bring human rules, and particularly economics, into line with physical realities.
They're toxifying China right now, making toxic stuff, right, and polluting everything. Then they're going to send us the result of that, and then we'll toxify ourselves as we put it in landfills.
Well, what we do in China are essentially conceptual master planning. So we do conceptions of the new cities, or extensions of cities, or integrations into existing cities. In a city in the south, we're proposing that the earth all be lifted up onto the roofs and the entire roof of the city become farms. It's really there as a tone poem to send out an iconic image of what it would mean for a city to still make oxygen and still make food. And then looking at all the materials underneath those roofs as safe, healthy things that provide benefit for all people of all time. So it's really a deep integration of ancient culture and future culture. Understanding the problems that need to be solved by design.
In an ideal world, our species, capable of design, would design for its future. The ideas and the technology exist today. What is needed is the desire for change, manifested not only in idealists, but in the common people.
我觉得最重要的是对公众的教育，国民素质的提高。如果公众都认识到绿色建筑的重要，都有这种对绿色建筑有这种需求，市场的需求是这个推动绿色建筑最重要的动力之一。我觉得。
Anyone under 30 in architecture, in practicing architecture or any design, is beginning to look at this sustainability seriously. I think they have a much more holistic idea about what they want to do.
There are more designers in China than anywhere else right now. I mean, it's quite surprising. There are 4,000 students of industrial design in the United States. Do you know how many there are in China? 200,000. Revolutions, as Jefferson pointed out, can happen when 5% of the influencers reach the tipping point. And I think in China, we're about to see 5% of the influencers reach the tipping point. So they are a totalitarian regime. And once they start turning the cranks on something, it's surprising how quickly things can happen.
我还是有信心的，因为是这样啊，比如说像我们在屋顶搞了一个屋顶花园，但是呢，大家一看好，现在北京呢总有100多个屋顶花园了，所以在中国这个国家里，当人们认识到这件事情是必须要做的，而且要做好，那么它发展的速度 是不可思议的。
We should find some new way to meet the requirement for living standard rising, but reduce the energy consumption, not follow the same approach like the United States have there. That's terrible. That's not a good idea. We should find some new way to go. Otherwise, the whole global, whole world will be collapsed.
Will China's rise to world power coincide with the world's demise? Or will the culture that developed the compass steer mankind away from consuming itself? Can a country rooted in the deep belief of the Tao, that all things are connected and an equal part of each other, show us the way?
For more information on this series, go to pbs.org. To order the 6-part DVD of Design E2, call PBS Home Video at 1-800-PLAY-PBS.